Well, Kirsten, you have been a very popular name during preseason for the work you've put in to be included in the protection list, and then obviously getting here and regularly featuring in the practice 11. What has this preseason been like for you?
It's been amazing so far, and I think I couldn't have asked for it to go any other way. I think just from the beginning, everyone was so welcoming and so nice, and I think that just helped all of us rookies get more comfortable and be able to play like we know how to without being timid or uncomfortable because it's a new environment. So I think that's been so helpful, and just this team is so amazing this year.
Obviously you played at a high level in college, but how did you approach the few months you had to get ready to come here? What was that process like for you?
I knew coming into this league that the speed of play was going to be a lot faster than college, and people are going to be stronger, faster. Like, all of it is just a whole nother level, and so I knew mentally that I had to prepare myself for that, but also like off the field stuff like conditioning, weight room, all of that you just have to take it to a new level.
What did it mean to you, I guess, to see your name on the protection list? Because that's obviously a huge vote of confidence for the organization when you haven't even played here yet.
I was very thankful and humbled that I was protected, and I just knew that no matter what, when I got here, I just got to put my head down and get to work and soak everything up as a rookie, and just follow like the vets like Gemma and Jess and Nadia, and just to follow their footsteps as a pro.
What are your impressions of this team as a group, and I guess how would you describe style of play and what fans should expect to see?
This team's very competitive. We all want to win, and we want to win for each other. It's like we want to play for the person next to us, so I think that really helps because we're close off the field, and I think that's showing on the field, and we're able to mesh together a lot quicker than everyone thought.
Have you had a chance to actually get on the pitch at Lynn Family Stadium yet, or will Friday be your first opportunity?
We practiced there on Tuesday, so that was really cool to see just the stadium. And I went to the men's game last weekend, so that was really cool because that was my first time being in there with fans and everything. So it was a really fun atmosphere.
Is there anyone who before you would have come here? You mentioned Gemma, and then once you got here, but were there any players who you kind of reached out to or talked to pick their brains about this transition?
I had talked to Janine Becky because she went to Texas Tech, and she played in the NWSL a little while ago, and so I talked to her a little bit, and then Amina, Taylor Otto and stuff, we've been friends on social media and stuff for a while now, so we were able to communicate.
It had to be sort of weird knowing a year ago that you were coming here.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel like you're just kind of joining up with a group of friends that you kind of already knew from last year?
A little bit. As soon as I was drafted, that was a dream come true. And so then I knew for that college year that I just had to get better. Sorry.
It's okay.
I just knew that I wanted to be the best player I could before I come here and have that full year of just developing myself. And I knew what team it was, so that was cool too, to be able to follow the team last year and see everything that they got to do, and then just be ready when I get here.
What were your impressions of the additions? You get Jess McDonald in here, which is in her own right a big deal. Obviously, Jay Howell, you know her well from college. What were your impressions of all the additions?
It was so cool to see when we would get new additions, and especially someone like Jess McDonald. Just even being in her presence is so cool because she's accomplished so much, and it's fun to see as a rookie looking at a vet, how she carries herself as a pro, and what I want to be when I'm her age, and then having Jalen Howell and Savannah DeMello, they're very accomplished players as well, so it's really cool to have an environment with all these players that have accomplished so much.
Will you prepare any differently tomorrow, being probably a pro debut versus any other match?
No, not really. I think I do have a good game day routine that worked well for me in college, and that kept my nerves down, so then I'll be ready to go.
What's the routine?
Well, I always start with a good breakfast, of course, and then I go on a gratitude walk, which I've been doing that forever, where I just go on a walk and think in my head of all the stuff I'm thankful for, and just to not focus so much on the game, but just life in general, and I think that helps turn my nerves into excitement, and then just rest up, hang out with my roommates. Yeah.
Is it the same breakfast every time, or do you have...
Same breakfast.
What is it?
It's always oatmeal.
Always oatmeal?
It has to be oatmeal, yes.
Okay. Interesting. Are the Red Raiders going to the Final Four? What's the deal? You got
I
your
hope
bracket
so.
filled out?
I do not have a bracket filled out yet, but
Okay.
I hope they make it to the Final Four.